Hi there everyone, good evening to all. Trout League back once again, round 11 at Suzuka circuit. The hybrid series championship has unfortunately come to an end early this year, with Maxi taking the win in USA. Was it USA? When was the last track? Singapore, my bad. Too used to Formula One. But yeah, so it still comes down the constructors' standings as it is. There's a chance that F0 Racing might be able to change something. It all depends on if Younger can continue the stride throughout this race. Anyway, I've dilly-dallied for too long now, so I think we should just go straight to trackside and see how the guys are. Running with Oscar Williams at the moment, who put up a decent fight last time in Singapore. Unfortunately, that fight was cut short. Let's see if he has what it takes to take on the likes of Ermus and Magzire, and also Maxi. Not to rule out any others, but Ermus Riss has had a good run the last few races. Looking at the best lap times at the moment, Ermus Riss has set a 1:27.4, which is closely matched, not matched, but followed by Magzire, 1:27.7, just 3/10 off. The next best after that is Only Vision with a 1:28.3, so you can already see the gap begin to form. At the moment, though, it is Only Vision who is leading this practice session. They're 1:31, so still not close to what we've seen this week. And now we finally see someone break into the 130s. Magza setting a 132. He's in a 130.2. Also, hello to everyone that's joined us. So, over 18 turns around this track. Unfortunately, as much as I enjoy watching Suzuka, it's probably one of my least favourites to drive. Too technical for my liking. I've never really adapted to it. I think it looks pretty though. I believe the tyre choices are pretty limited this weekend, so it'll be interesting to see if anyone does opt for the softer compounds. Syntax, you're more than welcome to join me. I thought you were anyway. And Christoph Boozer manages to join Magzire in the 130s. He's just 4/10 off him at the moment.
Okay, bro.
Hello there. Syntax joins me tonight to commentate. I'm guessing you haven't printed off your little spreadsheet to look at, your cheat sheet. Grip is already at 98%, so guys won't really struggle out there, to be honest. For grip, we're going to see fast laps straight away. Maxi Younger reporting wheel issues. And the wait for qualifiers over. We now witness all the cars peel out the pits straight away. All the wiser ones waiting for a gap to form. Don't want to get caught out. A lot of people having to abandon their qualifying laps because of traffic, being held up or being put under pressure from the car behind. Running with only vision at the moment. The runner-up of this season. You have to feel for him, man. Just made a few too many mistakes where Maxi was able to capitalise on. Put up a good show for us though, and really did think at one point that we all believed that he had a chance. I believe Maxi is participating at the moment. I could be wrong. Vision getting a bit of grass in his tyres there as he comes across the line and begins his flying lap. First flying lap of this qualifying session. Switching back and forth between 4th and 5th through the S curves. Flat out through Dunlop. Into Degnet. Nicely done. Got down to first through the hairpin. Flat out. Can get to 300 kilometers. He does. Through Spoon. Look at me learning the names of the corners. Clipping both of the Casino Triangle corners. Only Vision crosses the line with a 130 flat. Supiam unfortunately beaten by Only Vision by, well, just over, well, is it? No, a 10th, if that. I'm getting a bit too much speed on the exit. Couldn't handle it. Magsar goes fastest. Nitrux goes, was 10th, now 11th. Jack Smith just pushed him out of the top 10. I believe Nitrux has got enough fuel in for another run. Doesn't look as smooth as his teammate. Mack Truck's coming across traffic. I really want to get out of his way, to be honest. Not too sure if he's actually gained anything on this lap. Don't think he has. Mag's lining up his next hot lap by the looks of things. Too much grass on the exit there. Delta's broke, but I think we mentioned this issue earlier in the week. I guess we just didn't do anything about it. Oh well. Wait, have I been talking this whole time and you haven't been able to hear me? Oh.
Yeah, then. Well, in the stream I could hear you, but not in Discord.
I see. Right, okay.
Oh, that's good now.
Apologies for that. CPU occupancy 99%. Jesus. Need to buy a new CPU. Mr. Wolf looks like he's on the pace tonight, able to keep up with the fast lads. I noticed that the Delta isn't working. Wolf has a bit of a moment, unfortunately. Probably the end of his flying lap. 4 minutes to go. And Ermis Riss manages to set a 127 flat. No, he doesn't. 127.7, my bad. Bit of graphical error there.
Do you think it might be another 1-2 for Wrecked Edge?
It's looking like it. Unless any of the fast boys can do anything about it.
Maxi still with technical difficulties.
Ermis spins the F out. I'll have to abandon that lap.
It's pretty close between well, 4th position and then going up to 11th. Those 7 people are in between half a second. But then the gap to the front is pretty big.
Yeah. It's like the best of the rest bunch.
Batata with his first race in Trout League. Already in 4th, looking good for him.
Oscar seems to be struggling this weekend in comparison to last weekend.
Same with Jack.
They just seem to have the card dialed in for Singapore, and doesn't seem to be the case this time round. Miss Risk goes faster, but unfortunately still can't match his teammates' time. Rico Anders looking strong though for BM Junior. Wait, I can't. Isn't? I thought Nico was in BM racing.
Yeah, he is.
Why is he in the BM Junior livery?
Oh, yeah. I don't know about junior or senior team. It's BM.
More like BS. There's some rule bending going on here. I don't like it.
Wolf on Ultras. We only won in the top 10.
Pretty close between the Buzo and the Anders at the moment.
Also Batata close to Anders. It seems like there will be a lot of fights going on. Some people with similar pace.
Full grid as well. With 30 seconds to go. Everyone lining up for their last attempt. Along with Nico Anders. See what he's got to say.
Max Zaya might be the last one starting another lap.
I thought Ermus. Yeah, the Delta app is just no good to me this time round. I've got no information. Can't tell if they're faster or not. Nico seems off the pace.
Well, for me it doesn't work on their dash as well. For some people it works, where I can see the data on the wheel, but for some not.
Oh yeah, you can see it down on the wheel, you're right. It's like a backup, I guess. Commander's all the way down to 7th already, just the shift in times.
Stormcloud couldn't improve. Max Zaya couldn't improve as well. Oh yeah, the banner was on practice.
Was it? My bad. Well, at least we know to turn it on for the race.
Yeah guys, jokes on you, it was only practice. So yeah, 1-2, front row, lockout, wrecked edge racing, Ermus first, Max Zaya second. Then we have Only Vision, Batata, Returner, Christoph Böse, Nico Anders, Storm Cloud, Wolf and Prozac completing top 10, with Wolf on Ultras, the rest of the drivers are on softs.
Interesting.
Unfortunately, Maxi on 22nd position. I hope he can race, but doesn't look like it.
Yeah, it'll be interesting for him if he does participate. But Wolf on the Ultra Softs, he didn't even qualify like high enough up to justify being on the Ultra Soft, so that'll be an interesting race for him. The believe the strategy in mind is soft to mediums, right?
Well, that's what I heard or read in the chat, so I guess it will be this main strategy, yes. Oh, that's gonna be interesting. BSs and then going to the Deckners. I hope everyone behaves.
Don't know about that. Potentially 22 cars on the grid. You're asking them all to behave.
Well, I mean, there might be 2 or 3 casualties, but I hope it isn't a big crash in the front. But the last races showed that people can behave and only small mistakes were made, so should be alright.
Cars all neatly lined up on the grid. The lights go red. And it's the lights out. Away we go. Good start from Hermes. Only Vision right in his tail. But Hermes leads through the first turn. As I hear someone take to the gravel pit.
It's Nick. Nick and Carlos are at the end of the grid.
Current lineup though: Hermes Riss first, Magzar second, Only Vision third, Batata fourth, Returner fifth. It seems like nothing much has really changed, at least in the top 10.
Oh, Super Jam spun or made contact. I'm not sure, didn't see it, but
Hermes already building the gap to his teammate. Even Magzar is building the gap to Only Vision. Maxi's already up to 17th. As he serves no penalties this time, just unfortunately his gear let him down and has to pay the price.
Oh! As Oscar and also Returner going wide in the Deckness.
Just saw one of the Griffin Gamer guys.
Oh! Returner!
Yeah, I saw that Returner having a bit of an issue there, going to the back of Wolf by the looks of things.
Yeah, should be. Prozac, I'm not sure. Returner teleporting back to the pits. Couldn't get out of the gravel trap, it seems like. So Returner out of the race.
By the looks of things, only one DNF so far. The Super Yam just that far behind. Prozac goes deep into the chicane.
As Maxi made the move on Sipelix. Up to 13th now. Jack Smith right on the tail of both KTMs.
Oh! Oh!
What?
What just happened? KTM went to space and then came back down. That's Jack Smith out.
Suddenly there was... I don't know what to say. I just watched Jack Smith on board and suddenly there was a car in front of him.
Yeah.
Might have been Prozac because of ping maybe? I don't know, Prozac's still driving. Also Wolf driving, but...
Maxi channeling his inner Hamilton at the moment, weaving his way through the cars.
Well, definitely it was Prozac, but he's still driving. It has to be something with the connection issue.
I don't know, he must have just had an incident. As Carlos easily makes his way past Prozac.
Yeah, Prozac with big damage now after the collision with Jack Smith.
Understandable. I think we've got 4 retirements already then, is it?
Well, I'm not sure, maybe Prozac going back on the track again, because otherwise he would have maybe teleported. Yeah, he's going back. So maybe he's hoping for a lot of more DNFs still early in the race.
Oscar Williams on the tail of Nico Anders. He's not letting the bad qualifying let him down, but goes wide through the hairpin. Or is it Spoon? I think it was Spoon actually.
Also the Janga GP cars, both on mediums.
Oh, my game frozen. I think Oscar Williams just went into the back of Nico Anders. Yep. Oscar Williams will have to wait for all this traffic to pass. He is literally spun out in like one of the worst places, but being the gentleman, he's waited patiently.
Doesn't go to the pits, continues to race. Well, not much to say about the top 5. Building their gaps and driving the race. A lot of battles going on in the midfield and in the back.
Yeah, I'm surprised. I mean, 5 laps into the race, 3 retirements isn't too bad considering how many more cars we've still got on the track. Tornado on the back of Wolf at the moment, gaining tow. Can he stick with him into the chicane? Bit of a lock up there for Wolf, going too deep. But Tornado getting caught out on the curbs.
And Maxi gaining as well because both of them are fighting. Gaining a lot.
Yep, Maxi making ease of that. Overtakes Tornado on the inside. Wolf just move over for his in brackets teammate.
Maxi with the double toe, basically. Tornado was on the DRS gap as well, and then Maxi got like 340 on the straight. So easy pass for him. So Returner just said he had to pull out of the race due to performance issues.
Shame to hear.
Oh, Wolf with a lot of problems. Couldn't keep the car on the track with the pressure from Maxi.
And a bit of issue in that corner in particular. His only vision overtakes Irma's race.
I'm not sure about Wolf tires. I mean, people were complaining about temperature, and he's on his 7th lap with the Ultras.
Fisher and Boozer keeping it clean. There's... Oh! God! Commentator's curse right there. I should just keep my mouth shut. Oscar Williams still in the race though. It's nice to see. After a big incident like that, that'd be it for a lot of drivers.
I think we missed a mistake from Irmas. He's on 3rd. Last lap was 140. What happened there?
I'm not too sure. I noticed that Only Vision managed to get an overtake on him, but I don't know why.
Yeah, I was just comparing lap times and everything seemed fine with 131s from Irmas. Also Maxi and Only Vision doing great lap times, and suddenly Irmas might have made a mistake there.
Oscar Williams eyeing up DJB next on his recovery stint.
Well, that's a good position for Only Vision because Wrecked Edge Racing is still in fight for Constructors' 2nd place. And Only Vision needs every point he can get to keep the 2nd.
Oscar Williams unfortunately affected by dirt, yeah.
It's great to see that drivers still continue racing. In earlier races it wasn't the case. Only three, like you said, 3 DNFs, but a lot of more mistakes and crashes and spins.
Boozer has to take the exit road, and he comes right out in front of one of the Porsche
Close
Junior
call.
boys. Nitrix takes to the pits. And a lot of butt clenching moments in this race, and we're not even on lap 10 yet.
Wolf and Tornado are close as well. Well, still close. Tornado seems like has a tire advantage, but can't make it past Wolf. Last lap Tornado was over half a second faster.
Race. No, my bad. I was about to say Amos Riss has overtaken 2 cars, but I think it's just the delta on this track. As soon as people cross the finish line, depending on where they are, they'll just jump them up the queue.
Almost third, but he's getting closer to only vision. Lap times are pretty similar.
Tornado right on the tail of Wolf. Setflix takes to the pits.
And he might have had an issue because he was far behind Christoph.
Tornado just needs a good exit. Keeps getting close to Wolf at the wrong points. This might be good for him though. He can just slow Wolf down.
Maxi,
go on.
Maxi already on 7th.
Yeah, it's not a bad performance from him. Siplex comes out of the pits and he's within a second of Prozac ahead of him.
Seems like a lot of people getting into their groove, turning up good lap times. I'm just comparing a bit, and for example, Nico Anders just did his fastest lap last time around the straight. Same with Wolf. After he was behind Maxi, could concentrate and yeah, getting good lap times again. So gonna be interesting when all the drivers are going to the pits and change for mediums. And then also Wolf, what's the second tire choice?
Oscar Williams is caught up to the points. Lap 12, still with 19 cars participating. Oh, yeah, 19 cars as far as I'm aware.
Yep, 19.
Williams managed to overtake Boozer. Unfortunately, Christoph having to take to the exit road as he overshoots the chicane.
A lot of mistakes from him this time.
Irma's race has caught up to Only Vision though, within a second. Is this the lap? Manages to stay within the hallway, goes down the inside, nice clean overtake. And that's Only Vision dealt with. Has Only Vision got an answer?
Oh, there's traffic ahead.
Only Vision just slamming his way through the gears.
Tornado.
I was supposed to say, still struggling with Wolf.
Yeah, I was about to say that as well.
Oh, there we go. 2 overtakes for Tornado, is that? Who just ran off there? Must have been a lapped car.
Carlos, I don't know what's his issue is. He's went onto the grass, but he keeps racing.
He's getting that information for next season. Paul.
Oh, Data, aka Niels Fischer, just went to the exit on the back to the pits. I mean, seems like he's DNF as well.
And just 18 cars left on track.
Oh, Tornado Mail past Wolf.
Yeah, a bit late, but yeah. A bit slow tonight, syntax.
Sorry. Again, so much going on.
Yeah, you're right. So much going on. This is why we forget to change things on the stream, like from practice to quality.
So yeah, looking at the lap times again, Irmas is catching Maxire, lapping like almost half a second faster than Maxire. Only Vision can't keep up, he's losing a lot. I think he's trying too much, because the last 2 laps he lost almost 2 seconds.
I think it might be down to his setup, to be honest. It just doesn't have it dialed in as well as the Ragged Edge boys. As he takes to the pits, I think follows suit with Irma's Riss as they pass 2 beautiful looking safety cars.
Batata also pitting. So yeah, no brainer for those 3 going on to the mediums.
Mediums?
Yeah, like you said, from soft to mediums.
Yeah, I think, I don't know, there's something that's not been updated with my tyre shader mod, because now it's not showing the correct tyres.
Wolf going from ultras to softs.
Maxi Younger up to 5th place now. Yet to pit though, I believe.
Yeah.
Catches a bit of the gravel trap. Stay on track, Maxi.
So yeah, Max Zaya and Nico Anders still on their softs, same with Tornado and Oscar Williams.
I have to ask Viper Polo after this race why our tyres aren't showing the correct tyres. I believe they're trying to show compound in particular, but it's just not the right order. Max gets overtaken by Nico Anders.
Max Zaya on mediums now as well.
Yeah, mediums are shown as softs for me. Max still ahead of Hermes Riss though, so that's good for him. As Nico Anders gets a bit too much speed into that corner and has to pull out the way. And Nico Anders? No, I don't think it is. It's one of the DAC boys. My bad.
Nico is now in the hairpin.
And Mr. Riss is caught up with Magza and they're both wheel to wheel. Magza stays ahead this time round. Both boys getting real close to one another. But the looks of things, Hermes Riss is the one to come out on top. Magza getting great tow into 130.
Great battle there.
Yeah. Hermes Riss gifting the position back, but staying sort of close enough to maybe get a bit of tow. I wouldn't know though because my game's frozen. Both cars carrying plenty of speed through turn 1.
Carlos in the pits as well, but in the garage. Laserbeak going into the pits very slowly, heading at this moment in the chicane.
Magza really showing that he's not the number 2 driver. Has Hermes got an answer to this? No team orders from these two. They got all to race for. So even though Nico Anders is ahead at the moment, these two are on the leading lap. Nico Anders still has to pit. So this is a battle for first place.
Wolf right behind Stormcloud as they are lapping Prozac.
Hermes getting brilliant tow through there, but Magza keeping it clean on the inside. Saying not today, mate. I'm sorry, but Wolf's overtake has to wait because there's a bigger battle going on up front. Hermes Riss goes around the outside but loses control. Manages to gain control before going into the gravel pit and then the wall. Maybe his tyres are just overheating now. Tornado pits.
Yeah, and Wolf was trying to overtake Stormcloud right before 130R, but somehow it seems he lost it. But he didn't really spin, he could catch the car. I lost a lot of time there.
Not to correct your grammar on stream, but it's caught, not catched. Catched isn't a real word. It's just I've heard you say it a few times now. I feel like I need to point out.
Did I? Oh well.
I've done it with the Mizzy before in the past. He used to say catched.
Really? Oh man. Well, it might be the first time I'll say that then.
This,
No, I mean like in the stream, it's too much for me. So exciting here.
yeah, sometimes you forget to speak real English. But anyway, back to the race. Irma's race, unfortunately, has now got a only vision problem to deal with. Only vision within a second, heading into turn 1. I think the Ragged Edge boy carries a bit more speed through that corner though, but has a bit of a tyre overheating issue, so he won't be on the pedal as fast as only vision.
So yeah, while you were busy correcting my grammar, so good. Laserbeak was disqualified because he refueled.
Oh,
so we
Jesus.
have another DNF. So we are now with 16 cars.
16 cars, 15 on the current lap. That's not too bad, if you ask me.
Wolf is back in the pits. He's back on ultras. Nick Conda still on his softs after 19 laps, or 20.
Must goes fastest on that lap with a 1:30.5. It's amazing how fast these guys can get back up to pace after having an issue like that. Maxi Younger finally pits.
Yeah, he changed to softs.
Only vision hoping that Hermes and Magza can have another battle, so gives him a bit more of a chance to catch up. As Hermes Riss is already within 1 second of his teammate ahead of him.
Böse on mediums now as well. So it's only Anders who has to pit now.
This strategy might be working out for Anders because all that clean air allowing him to just set decent lap after lap. You have to work on consistency.
Not really sure because he was 5th behind Batata. And the gaps are showing he's, well, the gap to Batata was 16 seconds, and I'm not sure how long it does take to pit here. Well, it might be really close to that. Also Batata lapping faster, so if he stays out any longer he might even lose more.
Now he's being lapped. Let's let the leading cars through. Hopefully he won't hold Irma's wrist up too much though.
It's not lap, it's 5.
Oh my bad, yeah, this is a bike. Yep, you're right there.
But
oh! Did not want that to happen though.
Oh no, as Irma's punted him off the track. Oh my, I think Anders had to brake a little bit earlier because he was on old tires and Irmas was caught off guard.
As Nico just gifted a win to Magzire there. Is this going to hold back Irma's race? Yeah, Nico decides this is the time to pit.
Yeah, with the damage now after the collision.
That won't help his battle with Batata.
Yeah, Batata already passed him.
Maxi just got punted. Didn't see that. Maxi ahead of Nico Anders though. Nico Anders on fresh tyres though. Can you do anything about this?
I don't think so. Maxi on almost fresh softs as well. His third lap on soft as well. Faster tire and not that.
Fresh tyres and a chip on his shoulder. Nico Anders getting close.
Top 3 still pretty close to each other, only 3 seconds, and lap times around the same time. Big gap to 4th, then another big gap to 5th and 6th, and then yeah, almost a minute to Böse on position 10.
Maxi slowly peeling away from Nico now. You're right, Nico probably left it a bit too late to pit, and getting caught up in that battle didn't help his chances.
I bet he's furious about it, because without the collision with Irmas he might be close to Batata.
He might just, well, he'd be ahead of Maxi, that's for sure.
That, yeah, that's true. So let's see how much of work the stewards have to do after this race.
Oscar Williams is in the points though. That'll be good for of vermin.
Bad day for KTM, looking good, but then the issue with Prozac and also the spin from Wolf. Now on 13 and 16. After both qualified in the top 10, qualified, sorry. So yeah, after all the action at the beginning of the race and in the middle of it, it seems like getting a bit tired now.
Yeah.
Tired to watch. So everyone with this pace, no re-better going on.
Yeah, the gaps have begun to form. Oscar keeping close to the storm cloud. Might see a move happen there, who knows.
Yeah, Oscar definitely faster, lapping almost half a second.
Siplik's also closing in on Nitrox as well. 5 laps to go. Oh god, Only Vision closing in on Irmis Riss here. What's happening? Why is this? As I say that, Only Vision managed to get one of his tyres in the gravel trap, doesn't help his chances. Well, sort of close though.
Seems like Irmis got held up in traffic. Because lap times tell otherwise. Actually, he's faster than Only Vision.
Oscar closing in on Storm now. Probably not long before we see something happen here. Ooh, god. I thought we lost Oscar there for a second.
Yeah, Oscar needs to stay cool. He's almost a second faster than Stormcloud and just has to look out where he's having a bigger chance to overtake Stormcloud and to make the move. Still some laps to go. Maybe with a big toe and DRS on the straight might be the easiest way for him, or going into the chicane.
And down the inside he sends it. Easy. I think Stormcloud knew it was going to happen.
Yeah, it seemed like he moved a bit to the side when Oscar closed it on the 130R. So yeah, with last lap and Only Vision closing to Irmis. Irmis lost 6 seconds. Maybe he made a mistake while lapping, I think, DJB. No, otherwise he's faster than Only Vision and should be able to keep up. And also creating a bigger gap again.
Christoph straining on Storm.
Stormcloud definitely slower on the mediums.
Yeah, Stormcloud will be wanting this race to end as fast as possible as Maxi sets the fastest lap of the session, 1:29.6.
Might be the first lap below 130.
Yeah. Christoph goes around the outside, unfortunately can't slow his car down fast enough to get past.
I hope Prozac stays out of it. He's being lapped. Currently running 16th.
Seplex now within a second of Nitrox.
Oh!
Oh Jesus, Nitrox deciding to go Tokyo Drift on us. And unfortunately has to give the position to Seplex.
He didn't have contact with a wall or another car, so all good, more or less. As Böse is closing in.
Böse
Again, close to Stormcloud.
oh, has an incident! And probably has to settle for 10th now. Gives Seplex a bit of a chance to catch up. Univision within a second of Hermes. But it's Oscar who's caught up to Tornado. This will be interesting. 2 more laps to go. Which battle do we focus on?
Just a matter of time. Oscar seems really strong on these mediums. That being 134.
You focus on that, I'll focus on Hermes and Univision. Univision's found a nice groove here.
I think on the straight now with DRS, Oscar might
Univision
be able
carries
to
way too much speed though and bins it nearly at least. Goes straight into the gravel at the Degner curve.
Seems like Tornado's running with lower downforce. Even with Slipstream and DRS, Oscar wasn't quite able to get close enough to make a move.
Wolf's caught up to Nitrox. Oscar showing Tornado how Vermin do business. Final lap. Oscar's gaining. Just needs a good exit out of here. Great traction. Tries to go around the outside.
I stay touch. Well, seems like it was okay. Not too bad. Both could make it through the hairpin. Chicane, sorry. Last lap for them as well now. I think Oscar might have another chance. Again at the 130R.
Gets close, but Probably not as good of an exit as Tornado had.
I think his best chance is to make this, to try to make the same move
As
again.
Magzar crosses the line and becomes, well, no, he's won before. Sorry, my bad. He wins again.
So it's the 1-2 for Wrecked Edge. The real fight still going on with Oscar and Tornado.
Oscar needs to make this move stick. Lines his car up, but extends a little bit there. Don't know.
A little bit is a little bit too much, I think.
So was that crossing the line? We'll have the stewards look into that after the race, maybe.
I'm really not sure about it, because he, even with toe, he went on the outside.
Yeah. Wolf now. Similar situation. Full beans. Has he got enough to catch up with Nitrox? Oh dear, Wolf. Just a bit too deep there. Rams Nitrox off the road. We'll have to give that position back. As he does. We'll have to concede and settle for 12th. Or 11th, I don't know. I can't tell. No, I'm going to go with 12th.
Nitrox on 11th, Wolf on 12th, yeah. Maxi with an insane race, finishing on 5th.
It was a interesting race all round. Magzire being gifted the win because of Hermes's mistakes. Like I said, showing that there's no real team orders or any kind of hierarchy system in Ragged Edge, at least not just yet.
I think they're a little bit bored, because without the mistakes might have been an even bigger gap.
Well, at the start of the race, Hermes made it look like it would be a walk in the park for him, pulling away, extending gaps, but soon the mistakes started happening, and ultimately gave away first position to his teammate.
Yeah, so the finishing order was Maxi first, Hermes second, Only Vision third, Batata on his first race on 4th, Maxi from last position to 5th, under 6th, Oscar Williams 7th, but we have to look at that. I'm not sure. I think he made a move outside of the track. Well, he gained more speed outside of the track. Tornado 8th, Stormcloud 9th, and Böse 10th. Nitrox 11th, Wolf 12th, Sipelix 13th, DJB 14th, Super Jam, Prozac, and then we have Laserbeak, Carlos, Niels Fish, Jack Smith, and Returner as DNFs.
Pretty sure there's 22 cars. I think Alex Cochran took over one of them.
Yeah, I think he just watched the race now.
But Tornado, fortunately missing out on 7th because of track extension from Oscar.
Well, I'm having a look at the replay right now.
It looked good on camera, but it wasn't legal. Magzire getting consecutive wins. He won in Singapore. And now it's Suzuka. Sorry. Bit tired. I had a nap before the race.
So yeah, before the chat is raging again, we might go to the interviews then.
Yeah.
Before we forget it.
Don't see why not.
I will reload the replay and have a look at that because, yeah.
Alright, I'll bring in Ermis Riss.
Oh, will you?
Oh yeah, well yeah, get out of here. Wait your turn. Hey there, Ermis.
Felipe, baby, stay cool.
Oh,
Hey.
did we get a follower? We did. Sorry, we got a follower, Jacobs Singletary. Thank you for following us. Yeah, Ermis, tell us about your race.
It was fine until my first mistake in T2, corner 2. I lost the rear somehow. I'm not sure how it happened. It was quite weird. I think I was in the wrong gear and had too much torque going out of the corner. So I ended up spinning. Then I had to recover. I went into the pits before Magzire and I was right up his rear in the second stint and I made mistakes on the second stint as well again. I was having problems with understeer and I was over the white lines a lot as well.
Yeah, it was a big mistake between you and Nico Anders. That'll probably be looked into after the race.
Oh yeah, that was completely my fault.
I mean,
I misjudged the distance and I forgot he was on an old compound.
yeah.
So he's gonna break sooner and I didn't think of that.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. I mean, he was on an extended stint, and eventually you guys caught up to him. But I mean, did the damage to your front wing, did it hold you up much?
No, I gained a little bit more understeer, but that wasn't nothing I couldn't handle. It was still drivable. It didn't cost me anything really. My own mistakes cost me this race.
I mean,
Because even with the front wing damage, I was understeering, but still I lost the rear, not the front. So it's my mistake.
You made it very interesting, though. You made us think that Only Vision might be able to catch up to you, but you managed to keep that gap.
Yeah, he was. I had.
Oh, have we lost you? I think we just lost him. Let's bring him back in here real quick. Miss, we lost you there for a second. Do you want to just repeat yourself?
I accidentally left the channel.
Too excited.
I was. I had to save my battery at one point, and then Only Vision was catching up. And he was really good behind me in the dirty air. He was doing great until I think he had a mistake at some point because I lost him out of nowhere.
Well, you put up a good fight, and as I've been saying throughout the race, I mean, there's no team orders with the Ragged Edge boys, so it's always good to see.
We stick to racing because, well,
yeah,
that's what we enjoy.
Yeah, brilliant racing, guys. But yeah, hopefully we're going to see the same performance next week.
Yeah, also great race from Bangsa. His consistency is what brought him the win this time.
Yeah, he's definitely up for showing you up at least. So
yeah,
let's see more of this next week.
Yeah.
Thank you, man.
Thank you.
Let's get Maxi in here, seeing as he was so eager. Maxi, a big issue for you at the start of the race. Unfortunately, starting at the back of the grid. No penalties this time, though.
Yeah, this time was my fault. My wheel just the cable connecting my wheel to power supply basically. It broke. I don't know what's up with it. So I had to like search for one quickly. I finally found it, plugged it in, and actually went out to do a lap and just missed out by like 2 seconds.
These things happen, man. These things happen, but
it's not always lucky, is it? I was very lucky last race to get that second place, so I guess it's karma or something.
Well, you know, you did a great recovery nonetheless.
Last
to fifth.
I'm happy with getting fastest lap, and I'm happy with getting the constructors as well. We sealed it off now.
Well done. Well done. Didn't notice, but congratulations.
Yeah, I was really scared because basically what needed to happen was if it went to the final race, Univision would have needed to score 18 points, so that's second place. So I was like waiting. Is he gonna overtake Ormas? Is he not? I was probably as excited as you.
It was close between the two. Hermes made a few too many mistakes, but managed to hold off Univision. But well, you know, it just goes to show that even if you do win the championship, you still battle every race.
Yeah, it was fun. I'll give it that. It was probably one of the most enjoyable races I've done.
You were fortunate enough that Nico Anders ended up having a really bad in lap, and
Yeah, I jumped. Yeah.
yeah, he had a bit of a crash with Ermus Riss. He was out front, and essentially you could have been stuck behind Nico.
I actually wasn't that happy with that because a storm cloud went in when I was behind him. So I was like, yeah, I'm gonna come out of pits and battle him, and then I came out and he was behind me. I don't know what happened there. Then I was like, well, I'm catching Nico Anders. Oh, when I come out of pits, I'm gonna battle him, and then Nico Anders comes out behind me. So something happened to the both of them.
Yeah, well, it's just unfortunate, but yeah, good race, and
Thank you.
we'll see you at the showdown.
Yep, the final race. Just want to thank Cross and Super Yam before that, my teammates, for getting the constructors.
Yeah, well done to you guys, and well, yeah, we'll see you next week.
See ya.
Let's get Nico in here, since he's been waiting. Nico, what a race! What a race! You almost had fifth. If it wasn't for Ermus taking you out on your in lap.
Oh, maybe even fourth. I'm not sure how far fourth was away, but it cost me a lot of time, unfortunately.
I mean, I'm not going to start critiquing your stints, but well, it was Syntax that pointed out that you might have lost a bit of time on your first stint to Ratatatatatatata, whatever his name is.
Yeah, I was very limited on practice because I didn't have much time over the course of the week. So basically, all practice I did was today. But yeah, so in the second skin, I think I was the only one to switch to the super softs. But
Yeah.
in the end, I just ended up overheating the tires and couldn't battle with Maxi.
Oh well, you know, it's still good performance nonetheless, and always interesting to see different strategies play out. Unfortunately, yours didn't quite work to your advantage this time.
Yeah, true, I guess. I'm just
Well,
looking forward to next season.
I thought you were going to the mediums as well, and there you lost a little bit too much on the softs, but with the super softs, you even then I get your strategy.
Yeah, I
really
was
might have been
actually-
close to fourth. Yeah.
I wasn't planning to go on the medium on the super softs, but I just thought it might be the better call because I just ended up just going on the softs and I wasn't losing much time over the course of the laps. And yeah, until Armis, the incident with Armis, but yeah.
Oh well, you know, it just means that you've got to bring it to where are we racing next? Brazil. You got to bring it to Brazil with 110%, man. Make up for this. But it was interesting nonetheless. Like, it was enjoyable seeing the guys catch up to you, and I thought it'd be a nice little battle going on, but yeah, it's just
I wasn't
misjudged.
gonna make life hard for them anyways. I mean, there was no point racing them.
True. But yeah, well done nonetheless.
Thanks.
Thank you.
See you, Brazil.
See you, Brazil, man. And we have Wolf, who wants to join us last but not least. Hello, Wolf.
Hello.
What happened there, man?
I think in lap 4, the two guys in front of me went too wide. So I went up around the outside and then they all came back to the left, pushed me back off the track, gave me some front and rear wing damage. From there it was still 10 laps till my pit window to the softs. And in the second stint I had contact with one of the new guys. I don't exactly know who it is, but
you looked like you were on the pace, at least for the first part of the race. It's surprising how you end up in 12th.
Yeah, I was running with damage for most of the race, and the last stint on the Ultras were just to keep inside the pit window, just in case something happened up front. I couldn't catch up anymore.
Well, you managed to fend off Maxi for a bit, so it was nice to see that you weren't just going to pull to one side and let him through.
It's now all for the constructors, so...
Yeah, true. But yeah, I mean, you just gotta learn from your mistakes and make up for it in Brazil.
Yeah, let's hope it's gonna work out there. It's quite a good track for me.
Your teammate Prozac had a bit of contact with Oscar Williams. Do you know what happened there?
Bit of contact.
Yeah.
I just watched it while going out of the Dunlop curve. He spun into the barriers and, well, yeah, he jumped back on the track from the barriers, and there was no chance for Jack to avoid it.
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
Yeah, I clipped the inside curb in front of me. I luckily could avoid him, but...
Oh well, KTM have a big bill to pay. See if you guys can bring it back twice as hard next time round.
Yeah, it should work out, right?
Yeah, you and your crazy strategies.
It was gonna work, but then the damage just...
But yeah, how, just before you go, how were the Ultra Softs?
To be honest, I have a bit of a slower setup just so I can run the more softer tires. It's more gentle on the tires, and in the beginning they were feeling good, but after, like, when I wanted to pit, they were still feeling really good. Just the pace was just gone.
Oh well, you put up a good fight, and you held off Tornado for so long as well. I mean, we almost begin to feel bad for him just because he couldn't get past, even though technically your tires should be dropping off any point now.
Yeah.
But yeah, good racing, man, and hopefully we'll see you at Brazil.
Yeah.
Nice one, man. Thank you. And Siplix. Hello, Siplix.
Hello, guys. Sorry, Syntax, I can bring some points here for the team.
It's alright, don't worry about it.
It was pretty close.
Not so close. I had a good pace, but not to be under the 10 position to bring points. Without the last mistake with Prozac,
Yeah, true.
wasn't able to be more 11 up. I don't know, but was fun. Many drivers join.
Yeah, true.
In the last few races, and but I'm improved myself from the beginning of this year, almost the beginning. I hope next year will be better.
How did you feel about Brazil?
I haven't raced it yet.
Okay, well,
I will practice. Here I practice 200 laps, valid laps. I hope Brazil will be more easy and bring some points to the end.
You've got a lot of tough challenges, so yeah, you need another 200 laps in Brazil maybe.
I can't wait to start the server.
Nice one, man. That's the right attitude. Thanks for joining us, man.
Okay, thank you very much.
Have a good night.
Have a good night. Bye.
I think Maxi wants to join us one more time before bedtime.
Again.
Maxi, just wanting to gloat now that you've won the constructors and the drivers, yeah?
Actually, the opposite. I found out Ormos might get a penalty and be demoted, so that means oof, it's not looking good.
Well, we'll have a look into that.
Okay.
Your microphone's gone all 8-bit. You sound like you sound like you, I don't know, playing through a Game Boy.
Is it better now?
No, it's worse. It sounds like one of those really bad like vocalizers on like a ColecoVision or like a really old game console.
Luckily, you won the championship in Singapore because you have
Setup
a little
is-
bit of bad luck with your setup. Yeah, you're right.
It
First to
is
be in,
it better now?
Yeah, imagine if this happened in Singapore instead of the other way around, you
would be.
wouldn't be too happy.
Is it still doing it?
Yeah, it's awful.
Yeah.
It's awful. I think I'm gonna end the stream on on this bombshell.
Sorry.
It's all right. But yeah, good racing nonetheless. Anything you want to say, Syntax, before we end the stream?
No, I'm good.
No?
It was a good race. Again, too much to follow everything on track, but I hope we could at least get the best situation and well, the best action for the stream, and hope for another crazy race in Brazil.
Yeah. I mean, these guys don't make it easy for us to follow. So much going on all the time. But it's always fun. But yeah, thank you for joining us, guys, and we'll see you next week at the season the finale. Is finale the right word?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. Why not? But yeah, we'll see you at Interlago 8 o'clock next Saturday. Don't miss it. Good night, guys.